Alright Helldivers, grab your gear and suit up, because today we're diving deep into the bug blasting side of Helldivers 2. Since launch, this game has gone through some serious changes. We've seen tons of new weapons roll in, classic favorites getting shiny attachments, and just about every piece of gear tweaked, buffed, or nerfed along the way. Add in those terrifying new enemy types Arrowhead keeps throwing at us, and yeah, things have gotten spicy. But hey, with great chaos comes great strategy. And lucky for us, the Super Earth arsenal has never looked this good. In this video, we're breaking down the best of the best when it comes to Terminid slaying firepower. Whether you're the kind of player who likes to go loud and proud or sneak around with pinpoint precision, there's something in this tier list for you. We're talking flamethrowers, shotguns, orbital bug barbecues, the works. But let's be honest, not all weapons are created equal, so let's figure out which ones will carry your squad to glorious democracy and which ones are better left in the armory. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking Terminid weapons in Helldivers 2. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The Terminid weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, PLAS 39 Accelerator Rifle, R2 Amendment, and P2 Peacemaker. Now we're diving into the real underachievers of the Terminid weapon roster, the ones you bring into battle and instantly regret. You ever pick a gun and feel like it's actively working against you? Yeah, that's this tier. Let's talk about the bottom of the barrel. Welcome to the Dtier. Grab some popcorn and lower those expectations. First up is the PLAS 39 Accelerator Rifle. Sounds cool, right? Well, not when you're surrounded by bugs. It absolutely struggles against swarms, which is kind of a problem when everything in the Terminid faction is crawling at you in hordes. Armor penetration? Surprisingly weak for a plasma rifle. Oh, and the explosions? Yeah, they can kill you. So not only is it ineffective, it's also trying to send you to Super Earth's version of the afterlife. Thanks, science. Then we've got the R2 Amendment, which honestly feels like a placeholder weapon they forgot to remove. It has light armor penetration, but the damage per second is just sad. You'll spend more time reloading than actually thinning the bug population. Most designated marksman rifles and even basic assault rifles outperform it in every way. And finally, let's pull one out for the P2 Peacemaker. Arguably the worst sidearm in the entire game. It barely scratches anything tougher than a paper bag, and yes, it only has light armor penetration. When the Talon and the Verdict exist, the Peacemaker feels like a prank. The Terminid weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, PLAS 39 Accelerator Rifle, R2 Amendment, and P2 Peacemaker. Now we're diving into the real underachievers of the Terminid weapon roster, the ones you bring into battle and instantly regret. You ever pick a gun and feel like it's actively working against you? Yeah, that's this tier. Let's talk about the bottom of the barrel. Welcome to the Dtier. Grab some popcorn and lower those expectations. First up is the PLAS 39 Accelerator Rifle. Sounds cool, right? Well, not when you're surrounded by bugs. It absolutely struggles against swarms, which is kind of a problem when everything in the Terminid faction is crawling at you in hordes. Armor penetration? Surprisingly weak for a plasma rifle. Oh, and the explosions? Yeah, they can kill you, so not only is it ineffective, it's also trying to send you to Super Earth's version of the afterlife. Thanks, science. Then we've got the R2 Amendment, which honestly feels like a placeholder weapon they forgot to remove. It has light armor penetration, but the damage per second is just sad. You'll spend more time reloading than actually thinning the bug population. Most designated marksman rifles and even basic assault rifles outperform it in every way. And finally, let's pour one out for the P2 Peacemaker, arguably the worst sidearm in the entire game. It barely scratches anything tougher than a paper bag, and yes, it only has light armor penetration. When the Talon and the Verdict exist, the Peacemaker feels like a prank. The Terminid weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, SG 225 SP Breaker Spray and Prey, JR Dominator, LAS 17 Double-Edged Sickle, ST 52 Assault Rifle, R6 Deadeye, SG 8S Slugger, PLAS 15 Loyalist, P113 Verdict, AR 61 Tenderizer, P11 Stim Pistol, SG20 Tidahol Holt, SMG37 Defender, R63 Diligence, and GP31 Ultimatum. You ever pick up a weapon, use it for 5 minutes, and then think, wow, this is why we can't have nice things. That's basically the B-tier Terminid weapons in a nutshell. They're not trash, but they're definitely not the ones you'll write home about. Let's talk about these gloriously mediocre tools of bug destruction, shall we? Let's start with the SG-225SP Breaker Spray and Pray. This one's like the rowdy cousin of the Breaker family. It gives you an insane fire rate, but throws accuracy and damage out the airlock. If you've ever wanted to cosplay as a human sprinkler, this is the gun for you. Funny thing is, you can actually mimic its chaotic spread pattern using other Breaker variants, just don't expect miracles. Now, the JR5 Dominator. This is your classic slow but deadly type. It hits like a truck and makes tankier bugs question their life choices. The downside? You could probably make a sandwich between shots, but hey, sometimes slow and steady does win the alien war. Ah yes, the LAS-17 Double-Edged Sickle. This weapon is a wild ride. If you're willing to spec into fire resistance, this thing turns into an absolute monster, dealing up to 70 damage per shot with serious armor penetration when fully charged. But it burns you every single time you shoot. It's like hugging a flamethrower. You'll either love it or uninstall the game. Then there's the STA-52 Assault Rifle. It's the assault rifle equivalent of we have that at home. It's fine. It's like the Liberator, just less exciting and with fewer attachment options. It gets the job done, but don't expect to impress your squad mates. The R6 Deadeye is basically a sniper trapped in an assault rifle's body. Its headshot damage is glorious, but good luck when a swarm shows up. You'll be crying while slowly lining up shots. Do yourself a favor and pair it with a fast-firing pistol or a powerful stratagem, or both. You'll need it. Speaking of pistols, the P113 Verdict is a real mixed bag. It has great armor penetration and high damage, but that tiny magazine is gonna make you feel like you're constantly reloading. It's a good weapon, but once you unlock the Talon, the Verdict gets benched real quick. Finally, let's give some love to the underrated oddballs. The SG-8S Slugger fires slugs instead of pellets, which makes it surprisingly good at headshots, even though its damage is pretty low for a shotgun. The PLAS-15 Loyalist is like a mini purifier, high charge damage but underwhelming otherwise, and the AR-61 Tenderizer is your classic, average but dependable assault rifle. Good against weak enemies, but you're gonna want something beefier for the big boys. Now let's talk about the P11 Stim Pistol. This little gadget doesn't kill bugs, it keeps you from becoming bug chow. It injects your character with a stim shot, giving you a quick health boost mid-fight. On its own, it's kinda meh, but if you're running the experimental infusion booster, suddenly you're playing Dr. Doom instead of Helldiver. It's niche, but it has its moments. Next up, the SG-20 Holt. This thing is basically a riot control device disguised as a shotgun. It's got great crowd control thanks to an alternate ammo type that stuns and slows enemies. Not the best against large Terminids, sure, but when you're knee-deep in bug guts and just need a breather, the Holt says, I got you. It's not flashy, but it's a solid utility pick. Let's not forget the SMG-37 Defender. This submachine gun is like the little sibling trying to keep up with the big kids. You can use it one-handed, which is cool, but it's basically a slightly worse version of the Liberator. Once you unlock attachments and start playing with the Knight, you'll probably leave this one in the locker. Until then though, it's a decent sidekick. Now for the R63 Diligence. Think of it as the polite designated marksman rifle. Great accuracy, smooth handling, especially when you stack the right attachments. But in close quarters, you're toast. This one's best used for picking off patrols or thinning out enemy lines from a distance. Not flashy, but dependable in the right hands. Last but not least, the GP31 Ultimatum. This baby booms. It deals solid area of effect damage and can clear clusters of bugs in a single shot. But, and there's always a but, it has limited ammo and its explosion, weirdly enough, can't destroy buildings. So if you were dreaming of turning bug hives into rubble, prepare to be disappointed. Still, if you want to go out with a bang, Ultimatum's your guy. The Terminid weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, P72 Crisper, Flam 66 Torture, LAS58 Talon, BR14 Adjudicator, R36 Eruptor, SG8P Punisher Plasma, SG225 Breaker, SG8 Punisher, AR23P Liberator, Penetrator, LAS16 Sickle, MP98 Knight, LAS5 Scythe, AR23 Liberator, S8811 SMG, P19 Redeemer, P4 Senator, and SG22 Bushwhacker. You ever look at a swarm of bugs the size of a building and think, yeah, I got this, without calling in an orbital strike? That's what these Atier Terminid weapons are for. Not quite broken like the S tiers, but they'll absolutely carry you through some bug squashing mayhem if you know how to use them. Let's start spicy, literally, with the P72 Crisper. This is your crowd control flamethrower that also says, "Hey Charger, back off." It melts both swarms and armor like cheese on a barbecue. But don't get too cozy. If you're standing too close, you will barbecue yourself. Not the most dignified way to die. Following the flame train, we've got the Flam 66 Torture. Think of it as the Crisper's unhinged cousin. It clears hordes like nobody's business and can roast chargers for breakfast. But again, distance is your best friend. Use it like a relationship with red flags. Get what you need, then back away. Now for the laser lovers, the LAS-58 Talon is a certified burst damage beast. This bad boy fires off 6 quick laser blasts before it even thinks about overheating. Hive guards, armored pests, Talon's got your back. Just aim true and enjoy the light show. Shotgun time. The BR-14 Adjudicator is your reliable no-drama weapon. It's great against both soft targets and those tough bug shells. What really shines here are the attachments. It turns this thing into a laser-accurate beast even at mid-range. It's basically the accountant of shotguns. Professional, efficient, and surprisingly deadly. Feeling explosive? Meet the R36 Eruptor. It's a bolt-action launcher that sends unarmored bugs straight to bug heaven. And with sustained fire, even heavy armor turns into confetti. Just don't expect fast follow-ups. This is more one-shot, one obliteration kind of vibe. Time to pump it up with the SG-8P Punisher Plasma. It's like someone gave a grenade launcher a PhD in crowd control. It doesn't destroy structures or clog bug holes, but it clears the screen of nasties in style. Just pump, shoot, and vibe. And of course, we can't forget the SG-225 Breaker. This fully automatic shotgun is like giving a blender caffeine and setting it loose. Insane close range damage, plus attachments to tweak your spread and mag size? Yes, please. It's the panic and spray weapon that actually works. Next, the SG-8 Punisher. If you want stagger damage that actually stops those big nasty bugs in their tracks, this triple barrel shotgun's your best buddy. It's a manual reload, so no accidental ammo dumps here. Every shot counts. Think of it as the take your time and make it hurt option. Moving on to the AR-23P Liberator Penetrator. A mouthful, I know. This is basically the Liberator assault rifle with a twist. It trades a bit of raw damage for better armor penetration. So when you're staring down bugs that look like they've been hitting the gym, this one tears through their defenses like a hot knife through butter. A solid all-rounder that never really says no. If you want an assault rifle that's just reliable and ammo efficient, check out the LAS-16 Sickle. It's your get-the-job-done gun with enough punch to keep bugs on their toes without guzzling bullets like there's no tomorrow. Sometimes saving ammo is the real power move. Then there's the MP98 Knight, a submachine gun with surprisingly high damage per second and better accuracy when you slap on some recoil attachments. Bonus, you can run and gun with one hand. Perfect for those I need to reload while stabbing bugs moments. On the other hand, the LAS-5 Scythe is your go-to for steady, sustained laser damage, especially if you want to keep the zap going a little longer. Attachments let you fire for ages, so if you like your bugs slowly crisp to perfection, this one's a champ. Back to assault rifles, the AR-23 Liberator is your baseline workhorse. Nothing fancy, but good damage output against crowds. Plus, with attachments, it becomes way more accurate, because hitting bugs is a lot easier when your shots don't go wild. For those who prefer an SMG, the Stay 11 submachine gun is a strong choice. Still one-handed, but not quite as versatile as the Knight since it lacks attachments. It's like the reliable sidekick that's always got your back but doesn't steal the spotlight. Lastly, the P19 Redeemer is a decent backup, especially against unarmored bugs, though it does burn ammo pretty fast. Think of it like that friend who's great at parties but never knows when to leave. The enthusiasm is there, just be ready to reload. And if you're craving burst damage from a shotgun that doesn't mess around, the SG-22 Bushwhacker is triple-barreled madness. It dishes out massive burst damage and is perfect for one-shotting tougher unarmored targets, like the grand finale in your bug-slaying symphony. There you have it, a solid arsenal of A-tier weapons that balance power, utility, and style, ready to make Terminids regret the day they spawned. Which one's your favorite? Let me know down below. The Terminid weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, CB9 Exploding Crossbow, PLA-S1 Scorcher, PLS-101 Purifier, ARC-12 Blitzer, SG-451 Cookout, SMG-32 Reprimand, SG-225 IE Breaker Incendiary, AR-23A, Liberator, Carbine, and GP31 grenade pistol. Alright, picture this, you're knee-deep in a bug apocalypse, trying not to become insect chow, and you pull out the CB9 exploding crossbow. This bad boy is basically the Swiss Army knife of Terminid weapons in Helldivers 2. It doesn't just kill all bug types, it also clogs up holes so the little critters can't sneak through, and you've got tons of ammo to keep the explosions coming. Just a heads up though, those explosions aren't exactly polite, and yes, they can take you out if you're not careful. So maybe don't stand too close while firing, unless you want to give the bugs a chance to laugh at you. Now, if you're feeling like turning up the heat, literally grab the Player-Ass 1 Scorcher. This weapon fires explosive rounds that are fantastic at shredding groups of bugs and even those medium armor guys that love to ruin your day. It's a crowd control machine. But, and here's the recurring theme, the explosions can also backfire on you. It's like playing with fire, except the fire fights back. Speaking of fire, the PLAS 101 Purifier is basically the Scorcher's smarter cousin who likes to take their time. You can charge up shots for extra versatility, which is great if you're feeling fancy and strategic. Of course, charging takes a bit of patience, so if you're the run and gun type, this might not be your jam. But when it works, it feels like you're literally purifying the bug infestation with some serious flair. Just don't get too close to your own boom, alright? If you want something a bit more classic but no less effective, the ARC-12 Blitzer shotgun is your go-to. Think of it as the shotgun version of the arc thrower. It's amazing for clearing out the fodder bugs, the little pests that swarm you like it's a buffet. Plus, it has infinite ammo, so you can blast away without worrying about running dry. Who needs to reload when you've got bugs to exterminate, right? Moving on, the SG-451 Cookout is basically a fiery upgrade to the Punisher. It shoots incendiary rounds that keep the damage ticking and mess with the bugs stagger, meaning they can't get up and hit you back as easily. High sustained damage per second? Check. Burning bugs to crispy bits? Double check. If you want your bugs served well done, this is your weapon. Now, let's talk about the SMG-32 Reprimand. This little powerhouse is the jack-of-all-trades submachine gun that pretty much blows the Liberator Penetrator out of the water. It's got better accuracy with attachments and trades, the one-handed advantage for medium armor penetration. So if you're looking to punch through tougher enemies while keeping some decent control, this SMG has got your back. For crowd control, with a spicy twist, the SG-225IE Breaker Incendiary is the trusty workhorse. It sacrifices a bit of raw damage in exchange for incendiary rounds, which means your enemies are not just getting hit, they're getting toasted. And thanks to its attachments, you can tweak the spread pattern, making it more precise or wider depending on how many bugs you want to burn at once. It's like having a flamethrower and a shotgun had a very deadly baby. Last but not least, the GP31 grenade pistol is the sneaky little grenade launcher that fits in your pistol slot. Single shot but packs a punch, it's perfect for clogging bug holes and freeing up your main weapon slot for other grenades, stratagems, or a bigger primary weapon. It's the ultimate space saver with explosive results. Who says pistols can't be fun? So yeah, when you want to keep your options open but still pack a boom, the GP31's your buddy. And there you have it, your go-to arsenal for wrecking bug faces in Helldivers 2. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility, and a good blast radius check before you pull that trigger. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.